and it's finally happening. I don't know, I'm just here for the ride and I trust them with my life. So we're in a dark, scary place right now and I don't want to read more. Are we gonna be finishing the Raven cycle tonight? Is there a ghost in my room? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm definitely gonna be rereading this series for the rest of my life. These Shaylas. These Shaylas. And I'm not prepared and I'm very scared and I'm very worried for everything. It has been like my literally about to fall asleep, can barely keep my eyes open anymore, but I'm not tired enough to sleep yet book. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is a random Wednesday and I decided that I should start a vlog because I am about to finish reading The Raven King and I thought that I have to document the end of this era because I have talked on my channel so many times about how I need to finish this series, how it's like all the way, like it's at the top of my to-do list that I need to finish the series and I put it off for so long and it's finally happening. So I feel like I have to document it because you guys have just been, you've seen so much of the journey of me trying to finish the Raven Boy series and just not doing it. But I'm doing it this time. I don't know how long this is going to take because like I said, it's a random Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm planning to have this finished by Friday or what the plan is. But I can't believe that it's going to be over soon and I'm actually so sad. I am 70% through it. But I have been flying through it. I'm going to be finishing it in this video, and I'm very excited, but I'm very sad that it's going to be ending. So my thoughts on the Raven Boys series so far, as we know, obsessed, love it so much. I've read the first book like 4 times, I read the second book 3 times, I read the third book 2 times, and then I've read this one once. This is my first read through. But I have been reading the series for I don't even know how long I've been reading it, but it's about time that I finish it, and the time has come to do so, and I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when I actually finish the series. I'm going to be actually so devastated, but the Dream Thieves graphic novel is going to be coming out in August, and you best believe that I'm going to be reading that as well, even though I already read the second book this year. Or did I read it? No, it was this year. Yeah, even though I already read the second book recently. But in the time that it comes out, it's not going to be that recently. I'm really liking it. I loved Blue Lily Lily Blue. I didn't really talk about it in my other vlog that much because I flew through it and I didn't. I don't know. It took over me and I blacked out. I don't know what happened. It was really nice to get to read the stuff that I haven't gotten to yet, but it's also been like scary, you know, because I don't know what's gonna happen. And the whole premise of the book series is that Blue, she has a curse that if she kisses her true love, they're going to die. And we know who her true love is. And so the whole series has just been like, I feel like it's just been a waiting game, just waiting for it to happen, because we saw a glimpse in the first book that it's supposed to happen. We just don't know when, but it's approaching, and I'm really scared. But there was like a character resurgence at the end of the last book that I just wasn't expecting to still be relevant in the story, and it kind of threw everything out of whack, and now everything is really scary and dark and gloomy and grimy and gloomy, and I don't know if I already said gloomy, moody, I don't know. But things are really scary in this book, and I'm really scared to see how it's gonna go, but I'm also really enjoying. There's one aspect in it that like, you know, it's giving. I wasn't really expecting it, but like it kind of makes sense. And I love these characters with my whole entire soul, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when I'm done with the series because I'm just gonna know everything. I guess I could reread it whenever I want, but like, it's not gonna be the same, you know? I don't know. I just love the story and these characters, and I feel like this time around I understand kind of more what's happening, but not really, but like more than I did before, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride and I trust them with my life. So, and then I want to start reading Babel finally. This book is huge. Is it really that big? Why does it look so massive in the camera? What the heck? This looks like a textbook. I guess this is a pretty big book. I don't know. Why am I like gobsmacked right now? Why does this look actually massive? But I want to start reading Babel. I've been wanting to read this book since it came out. I just haven't done so yet. And I think that now is the time. And I'm feeling Dark Academia vibes and everything that this book will have to offer. And I'm missing R.F. Kuang's writing. I read the whole Poppy War trilogy last year. Well, not the whole thing, but I finished it last year, and I loved it so much. So I need to read another R.F. Kuang story, and this is all that I have right now. I want to read Catabasis, but I need to, I think, unsuspend my hold. But since I already have this one, I don't have to wait for my hold to come in for the other one, because I own this book. So we're going to be reading this as well. I love this cover so much. I honestly don't even know what it's about. Let's see. I know it's dark academia. Set in the 1800s. Fun vibe. Oxford. I know there's like some sort of magic system in here as well, but like I don't know how it works. But like I said before, I like to go into my books knowing nothing about them because I feel like it makes it more fun. And then I'm thinking of starting up my my read through of the Naruto series because I was talking to my sister about it yesterday and I realized that I haven't read any more Naruto since November. And that feels like a crime. How has it been that long since I've read it? Like, isn't that crazy? November. And I also had this revelation yesterday that Sunday is going to be the 1st of March. And that's kind of scary because what do you mean we're already about to be in the 3rd month of the year? And it just started. I don't know. I don't know, I'm gonna fall down a rabbit hole again of time being fake and not real and then freaking myself out. Other plans that we have this week, other than reading, is studying more for application exams. I feel like that's going to be a never-ending theme. Will I ever get into a program? I really hope so because I don't want to study for these tests anymore. I just want to be in the program and learning what I want to learn because that's all I've been working for. I need the stars to align for me. And then I have to do some writing assignments for my class, which now thinking about it, not good timing because I just put these nails on last night and I haven't had long nails in like 2 years, I think. So but my timing isn't very great on these because I have to do a lot of typing. But it's okay. It's worth it. They're cuties. So, welcome to the vlog. I'm so scared to finish the Raven Boys. I'm so excited to start Babel. I'm excited to start reading up Naruto again. I really hope. I should have checked on Libby to see if they have the volumes I need available. They probably do. They usually do. I hope so. I don't know if I told you I'm on volume 4 of Naruto. There's 72 volumes, so I have less than 20 left. And I'm scared. Is it less than 20? Yeah, it's less than 20. There's 72. 5 plus 2 is 7. Yeah, less than 20 volumes left, and I'm scared, and I also don't know what I'm going to do with myself when that's over. A common theme for me is I will put off finishing something because I am enjoying it so much, and I love it so much that I don't want it to be over. But then the enjoyment kind of dies down, and then when I do finish it, I'm just like, oh, I should have done this months ago because it doesn't really hit as much as it would have if I finished it when I was like in the trenches, if that makes sense. So that's something that I'm trying to get better at doing, is just completing things because I'm excited about them instead of putting it off because I'm excited about them and then losing that like euphoric feeling, I guess, when I do finish it. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but I need to be better at just finishing things even though I don't want it to end because that's just life. I'm gonna go now. I'm probably gonna do some of my assignments for class because that should be the priority. I need to finish editing my vlog from the snowstorm, which was almost a month ago. I needed to finish that. But it's pretty much ready to go. All I need to do is just add the music and make the thumbnail, and then it's ready to upload. I was supposed to upload it today at 12, which is in like 30 minutes, I think. But I don't even have it ready to go. So that might have to go up a day late. But it's okay. I'm going to go get my assignments done, and then we'll have some fun reading time and read some more of the Raven Boys, the Raven King. I'm so scared. Hi everybody. So it is now the next day. I have not read that much. I read 8%, I think. I don't know how many chapters it was, but I feel like literally everything is happening now and everything's going downhill and everything is conspiring and like it's time. And I'm absolutely terrified. Like I don't even want to read anymore because I'm scared, but like I need to finish the book. I can't put it off. I kid you not, like the chapters that I read yesterday literally changed like the whole trajectory of the story and like everything is going wrong and like I know that's supposed to happen in books and like that's for like plot, but like I just want them to be I just want everything to be smooth sailing. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be calm and collected and joyful and not terrified of the world, but like literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and we're in a dark scary place right now and I don't want to read more. I'm feeling very blah today and just very like meh. So I feel like reading would make me feel better, but at the same time, will reading this make me feel even worse because everything's happening and I'm so scared. There have been reveals, there have been character developments. There was a really, really tragic thing that happened to one of the characters that has already gone through literally so much. And putting him through this as well is literally disgusting and atrocious. And I'm so mad at Maggie Stiefvater for doing that to him. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. This is the worst. I feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over again because I'm just in denial that like things are happening and these things have to happen in order for the story to go on. And like this is what it's been leading up to the whole time and what everybody has known deep down is going to eventually happen. But like now that it's actually happening, I feel sick to my stomach. But we did get a really cool reveal in one of the chapters that I read last night regarding Blue's father and like stuff surrounding him and stuff surrounding her. And then she did something that was really sick. Wasn't expecting that. That was really cool. But I'm so distraught. There's a bug. Or was that a bug? I don't know. That was moving weird. It's a ghost orb. I'm not ready for the book to continue, but I'm ready to finish it and read it. And I'm just so sucked in and like so invested at this point that it's literally taking up every single area of my brain right now that I can't really focus on anything else. And I just have these characters and the story and everything just lingering in the back of my mind 24/7, and it's literally consuming me. I don't really know what I can say. There's so much that I want to talk about, but like I don't know what spoilers or not. And this is the last book in a series, so I really don't want to say too much because it's going to spoil the whole series. If you are interested in reading The Raven Cycle, if you have even the smallest inkling of like, ooh, this sounds good, please read it. Please read it. I don't even remember where I heard it. I think Brittany might have told me about it. Brittany, did you tell me about it? I don't remember how I heard about the Raven Boys. I think it was from Brittany, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm so glad that it's in my life and that I have had this much time spent with it. And now it's time to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to be finishing it today. Honestly, I might because I don't have anything else to do today. Are we going to be finishing the Raven Cycle tonight? I think we might be. I think we might be. Ah! I'm scared! I wasn't expecting it to be this intense and dark in the story, but like I'm here for it. But at the same time, please be kind. I don't even know how I got to the point that I'm in the book right now. Like, I feel like I just started it and now it's like almost over. And I feel like it's just gone by so fast and there hasn't been a dull moment in this book. Like, it's just been one thing after another. But like everything makes sense and like it doesn't feel like it's too much. It has a good balance of everything. Good character moments, plot, relationship developments. Like it literally has everything in this book. I don't even know if my thoughts are coherent. I'm probably gonna be like, girl, what you talking about when I'm editing this? But I'm just procrastinating reading it, and I just felt like talking to the vlog because it sounded like fun. I think I figured out what my next vlog series is going to be after I finish The Raven Cycle and a few other books. You see these beauties right here? The Hunger Games? I've never read these books. I've only seen the first movie. I don't know anything that happens in it, except for a few things. But like I don't know how it gets to that point. So, next reading series, I'm going to be reading The Hunger Games for the first time, and I'm going to have a vlog for each book, and they're going to be spoilery filled. This series has been out for a long time, and I feel like a lot of people have read it and enjoyed it, and I really want to document my experience reading it for the first time because I feel like it's going to be truly life-changing, and I'm just going to question why I didn't read it sooner, because it's going to be that good. So I'm really excited for that. So y'all be on the lookout. Stay tuned for that because it's going to be such a fun time. It's going to be great. I'm really excited for it. I'm not really sure how the structure is going to be, but all I know is that I will be documenting my experience reading these for the first time, as well as Sunrise on the Reaping, and A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm going to be reading the whole thing, and I'm really excited. I feel like 2026 is just going to be the year where I read everything that I've ever wanted to read, because I want to experience it all, you know? So I don't really have anything else to update. I think I'm going to indulge more into the Raven King. So I'm going to end this clip, and we're going to read this, and I'm really scared for what the future holds, because the point that I left off at, Gansey is going off on his own and doing something that I am really scared that I'm really scared to see where it goes. I think both me and him are like in disbelief. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. How the hell like that? Stop. I'm gonna cry. Stop. I got literally so scared when I started recording, because Vegeta, I think that's Vegeta, please don't come for me if it's not, he had a little square on his face, and then Boo up here also had a square on her face, and at first I was really confused. I'm just like, is there a ghost in my room? But then I realized it's picking up on them too as having faces, which they do, so thank you. Thank you for giving them that. I don't know if I'm going to cry. I feel like I'm probably going to, but oh, that's backwards. I have finished reading The Raven King, and I have thus finished reading The Raven Cycle, and it feels very bittersweet, and I already feel like I'm gonna cry talking about it. It's making me so emotional. I have been reading the series for 6 years. I checked on Goodreads before I finished this up, and I started reading this book in February of 2020. I'm not exactly sure the exact day, but today is February 19th, 2026, and I have fully finished reading The Raven Cycle. I don't know how I feel. My heart was beating so fast there, like the last 15% of the story, because it was so intense, and I literally felt like I was gonna throw up and like I was gonna be sick. It was a lot for me to handle. Tears were shed. I am feeling so emotional and very bittersweet about finishing the story, but it was such a magical journey, and I love these characters with my entire soul and my entire being and my entire heart and just everything. I really love the family that they were able to find within each other. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Wow, why am I crying? Okay. I wrote notes on my laptop so I would remember what to say, because I knew I was just gonna be an emotional wreck and I wouldn't be able to talk fully about my thought. But can we just talk, to pull myself together? Can we just talk about how stunning this cover is? I wanted to finish out my reading of the series by reading it in my book physically. I'm now kind of sad that I read it all on my Kindle, because I would love to go back and see my annotations in this. But I did highlight and note like crazy on my Kindle. So maybe one of these days I will have to go back and transfer my notes over to my physical copies, because they're my pride and joy. Anyways, I think I'll pull myself together enough. I just love these characters and the family that they were able to find within each other, and just the amount of love that they have for one another is truly, like, it speaks to the soul. And I love how, like, intertwined their lives became so quickly, but not in like a toxic way. Like, it was just like, it felt like they were fated to know each other, and these were relationships that they were meant to have, and like they were literally destined to be in each other's lives. And I think that's just so beautiful. They just care for each other so much. I'm crying again. Maybe I should have waited to do this update. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow with more coherent thoughts about like the actual book. But like, I just love the story. I love these characters. I can't even explain it. And like, I love how deeply that they cared for each other, but they still had like a sense of who they are and a sense of themselves, and they didn't just blindly follow each other, but they all had like such good respect for everyone else and like what everyone else had to say, and like they took what they thought into consideration, and like they considered them and like literally everything that they did. And it wasn't just like, oh, I found this so you have to do what I say. Like, no, like they worked as a group, and you could just tell that they care so much, and it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I just love how each character was like their own person. Like, they each were uniquely themselves, and they all had different characteristics that made them who they are. Like I've said countless times, I love every single one of them immensely. Despite all their flaws actually make me love them more, because it makes them feel more human, and they acknowledge those flaws and they work through them. I'm kind of sad that I didn't really document my reading of Blue Lily Lily Blue. I was just so sucked in and so invested in that story that I couldn't even come up for air because I just needed answers that badly. But I'm happy that I was able to document finishing this book, even though it wasn't the whole thing, and I didn't really talk about it in immense detail. I'm glad that I was able to document the end of this era and share it with you guys, even though I cried. There's just so many emotions that I have finishing the series. I don't know why, it just feels like so intense and like dramatic, but I can't even put it into words how much this story means to me and how much these characters mean to me, and just how much I love it. Maggie Stiefvater, you did wonders with this series. I love you. I love you. The underlying themes of the story is like, it is really devastating, really heartbreaking at times, but with this cast of characters, you just feel really hopeful. Like, they give you hope because they just see the good in everything, and they just keep going despite the hardships. They have each other to help each other through everything, and it's just, I'm a mess. 5 out of 5 stars, honestly. This is like a 6-star series for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself for the rest of the night. Probably just cry more. I do have the first book in Ronan's series, Called on the Hawk. I don't know when I'm gonna read that. I think I'm gonna give myself some time in between readings. There was a surprise character that I really liked in this book. He was introduced, I think, the middle of Blue Lily Blue, and he was really prominent in this book, and I was very surprised with how much I adored him in such a short amount of time, and he just fit in so well. I have a hard time with things coming to an end. Very rude. My phone, I had an alarm go off. Maybe that's a sign that I need to take a breather, and I can maybe circle back tomorrow and give you guys more concrete thoughts. Hi everybody! It has been actually so long since I have filmed in front of these bookshelves. Do you guys even remember them? It's been like 2 years, I want to say. It's been so long. Today I was just working from 10 to 4 and then just chilling ever since I got home. It is now 7 o'clock. I do have reading updates. I do want to talk more about the Raven Kings. I said previously somewhere that I felt like I think it was at the beginning of this one, that I felt like I was understanding the magic system more, and like what was happening with the ley lines and the dead kings and you know, all that fun Gansey stuff. But now I feel like I don't really know because there was a lot more lore dropped, and I feel like I lost all understanding that I had. Like, I don't know. So I still understand some, but at the same time, I don't understand anything. But I feel like maybe that will be clearer when I inevitably reread the series again, because I feel like this reread round is when I finally started to kind of grasp it, you know? So I hope when I read it again, because I know I'm going to, I'm definitely going to be rereading this series for the rest of my life. Maybe it will be answered. Maybe I will understand more. I overall really liked how the series wrapped up and how just the ending happened and all the things that came with that ending. But I still feel like there's a lot of questions that I have that were unanswered, but I feel like that was intentional to kind of set us up for Ronin series, which those answers will probably be answered in that series. I still don't know when I'm going to read it, but I'm low-key kind of feeling drawn toward it soon because I still miss this world and I still want to be in it, and I feel like while I'm still feeling this pull for these characters in this world, that I should continue on, but at the same time I'm kind of scared that it's not going to live up to how good the Raven Boys was. But like, it's Ronin, you know, and I love him. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm still kind of unsure of how to articulate my thoughts, but I feel like I said mostly all of them, even if they weren't completely coherent and in order. I feel like I've said all my thoughts, but at the same time, I still have so much more. But some of them I can't say because it's spoilery, you know? 6-star series, and it will be staying with me for the rest of my life. And my children are going to be reading the series. My children's children are going to be reading the series. Anybody I can get to read the series, I want them to read it. Olaf, what are you doing? Can you even see Olaf? Yeah, you can. I did start reading Babel that night that I finished The Raven King, but I only made it to chapter 2. I do have to say, the font in this book is really tiny and there's so many pages, so I'm kind of scared at how long this book might take me to read. But usually for R.F. Kuang books, as soon as I get into them, I absolutely fly through them and nothing can get in the way of me reading the book. I feel like that's going to happen with this one. I don't even know how many pages this book is, and I'm also not using a bookmark yet, which is kind of brave of me, but I think I'm on page 18 if I remember correctly, but I ended right on chapter 2. But I need to find a bookmark to use in this because I feel like I'm going to lose my spot, and I also haven't put it in Goodreads yet, which I need to. I really like it so far, though I'm really mad that they took Robin's actual name and made him like adopt like an English name because his other one would be too hard to pronounce. But I'm excited to see more about the magic system and what's going to conspire from there and what his experience is going to be like in Oxford. Very curious to see how that's going to go. I do have an update about Naruto. All the volumes that I need are available through my library on Libby, which is perfect. And I did read all of volume 54 yesterday, and I almost cried in public. I was reading it while Dev was getting a haircut, and stuff happened, and it made me very emotional, and like, these Shaylas, these Shaylas, and I didn't know this information that was revealed, and it was actually like kind of life-changing and kind of like, you know, like this whole time, that was a surprise. And then there was a very so gorgeous panel. I'm gonna put it right here because this one isn't really spoilery, but I feel like I need to make this my phone wallpaper somehow. My lock screen, my home screen, I don't know. This needs to be on my phone because look at how stunning that is. But it's also so heartbreaking, but like, oh my gosh, I love Naruto. I love it so much. Oh, hello? I'm now on volume 55. And now I know why I stopped reading. Because the stuff that is happening in this volume, I think I knew was coming when I stopped reading back in November. But now it's actually happening for real. And I'm not prepared, and I'm very scared, and I'm very worried for everything. I'm still gonna keep reading because I need to know what's gonna happen. Like, even if it absolutely crushes my soul and breaks me into a million pieces, I need to know what's gonna happen. Like, now that I'm back in it, I'm back in it. And I've only read one volume back, but like it doesn't take that much to get you back into Naruto. It really doesn't. And there's so much happening, but it all like ties in together, and it's just this author. this author. But I think before I read more of Naruto tonight, I'm actually going to read Babel because I'm simply not prepared for what's going to be in that. I'm still going to continue it, I promise, just not right now. Probably later tonight. But I kind of need I need to prepare myself. I got to do some breathing exercises. I gotta get myself in the right mindset. Me at this very second, I'm not ready. But me in a few hours will probably be ready, and I'll be ready to dive in. But will I even be able to focus on Babel if I do read it before Naruto? That is a very good question. That is a very good question, me. Those are my reading updates. I'm going to read some more of Babel, and then we'll jump into some more Naruto before I go to sleep tonight. I don't know if reading it before I go to bed is going to be a good idea, because what if it haunts my dreams? Hi. I feel like we've gotten to the point in the vlog where I keep forgetting that I'm actually vlogging, so that's a sign that we should end it. I do have some updates. I did actually start another book, not quite dead yet. I didn't even make it all the way through the first chapter. It has been like my literally about to fall asleep, can barely keep my eyes open anymore, but I'm not tired enough to sleep yet book. So I haven't even made it through chapter 1 because of that. But so far I am enjoying it. It's very interesting. The premise of it is really cool because it's about this girl who I think her family's rich, but then somebody tries to kill her, but they don't exactly 100% succeed, but she is left with a really bad brain injury that is going to kill her in like a week's time, and instead of taking the surgery that they suggest that she takes because it's really risky, she decides to take this projected week that she has left to solve her own murder. And I think that sounds pretty sick, and it's really interesting. I feel like I maybe should have waited to read it until around Halloween, because that's when it takes place, but I'm honestly in the mood for a kind of murder mystery book right now. On top of what I'm already reading. Let me open Naruto. I did end up reading more Naruto, like I told you guys I would. I stuck to my word. I am now on volume 56. I finished volume 55. I haven't started 56 yet, but I'm excited to. The last volume wasn't as scary as I thought it was, but it is kind of getting to scary stuff. Actually, that's a lie. I did start volume 56, but I don't think I got that far into it. Let's see if the cover will show. Nope. But it says volume 56 right here. So I started that, and that was fun. And I have actually made a decent amount of progress in Babel. I've been really interested in this book, actually. I've been, like, feeling gravitated towards it and been wanting to read it, like, every second of every day. And I squeeze it in at work when I can. I'm now on page 104 of Babel. Out of how many pages, I'm not quite 100% sure, but I think it's chapter 5. I just saw it and I forgot. Yeah, chapter 6, my bad. So we are now at the point where he is actually in Babel in Oxford. I really don't like his caretaker. He's garbage, but I do like the friend that he has across the hall from where he's staying in Oxford. I think his name's Rami. And we met all of his other classmates and they seem okay so far, but so far so cool. I really like the magic system and I'm excited to learn more about it. There's basically like silver bars that you're able to imbue magic into with words. I'm not 100% sure how the magic system works yet, but I'm really excited to learn more about it. So that's going to be fun. And as we know, I did finish reading The Raven King, and I have finished the Raven Cycle, and I'm still missing the characters, but it is okay. I still haven't decided when I'm going to read Call Down the Hawk, but I feel like it's going to be sometime this year. I don't think it's going to be any time like super soon. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me since the random Wednesday that I decided to start vlogging. I've had so much fun with this vlog. I had so many good reads. I'm so happy I finally finished the Raven Cycle. I'm so happy I started Babel. Naruto is going swimmingly. And it's just been a very successful reading time, I feel like. It's technically been a week because tomorrow's Wednesday. So it's been a really successful reading week and I'm really happy with all the reads that I've been reading recently. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Comment down below what you guys have been reading. If you've read The Raven Boys, if you've read Call Down the Hawk, let me know how the two compare with each other because I'm a little bit nervous. Comment down below a raven emoji if they have one. If not, some sort of bird. All of my socials will be linked in the description as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.